25. It's a good kick, but it's going to go straight. It's kept in play and well played. Back the hand pass coming just round out to the 21. Old rules still in play. Chance on here now for Cuans. They've made great ground with the midfielder. It's Michael Burke. Burke, will he square it? He goes for it across the face. The goal is tapped in. That's a brilliant start for the Roscommon men. Absolutely glorious opening for them. It's 2 minutes on the clock, and Cuans have a brilliant start. They threaten goals the whole way through this campaign, all the way en route to the final. They've got theirs now, and it's come from Mikey Mulryan, the man wearing 12, and that is a dream start for St. Cuans in the second minute of the game. And Bailieborough now, their manager Damien McIntyre along with Trevor Shannon will just have a little bit of work to do to try and keep that defence at bay. Well taken in the middle of the field by the wing half forward Oisin Smith from Bailieborough. He dropped it, picked back up by his midfield partner Dara Keegan, and Keegan pops it out to the centre forward here. Shane Galligan, Levin on his back, looking inside now for Markey, and Markey trying to get Brown on the ball. Will he go for a left-footed shot? Brown just arcing towards the 21. He takes it. Was he pushed off balance? Advances coming. Brown's up and he goes Pete's between two. He won it, but the referee had already given the free. Good referee and by the Dublin man Ian Howley. So it'll be a free in. Here was a late push from the Cuans man. Well, Cuans line out with Dara Gavin, the Caltra man, Ryan Harrison, Luke Tully and Jack Muldowney, Luke Kennedy, Killian Fahy and Jack Jordan, Adam O'Clair and the captain Michael Burke are in the middle of the field. Evan Murray, Thomas Melody and Mikey Mulryan, the goal scorer, Sean Butler, Donald Keaton and Killian Hughes inside for the Westerners. So now it'll be a chance for the Cavan men to equally get their account open, and they could do with this because they've had 2 goal threats. One of them converted, one of them came off the back of Mark O'Sullivan to keep it at bay early doors. The initial free looks good from this angle. It's a brilliant score, it's a brilliant start to this game, and we've got 3 minutes on the clock. And Bailieborough have replied through their corner forward Evan Markey, the man who won the free, and that makes it a goal to the solitary point from the free there. So interesting opening. And now the kick out, well claimed in the middle of the field by the wing half back. Wing half back showed the ball. It was Andrew Hill, the man from Shercock, the same club as the manager. Gives it down to his centre half forward. Here's Shane Galligan from Knockbride, and he's adjudged to have over-carried the ball. And he just got on with it. As you can see, the old rule still in play here. Risky one across. That's a strong breeze down to our left-hand side. Big Bailieborough crowd down behind that goal, and it's Cuans and the green and black stripes and the black shorts. Not too often you see 2 stripes on 2 sets of jerseys, and then the corresponding shorts to match it, but that's the way it is. So as I said, Bailieborough won the Cavan Championship, and then they beat Largy College of Clones in the Ulster final. They beat Carrigaline of Cork in the Ireland semi-final, and now they play Roscommon St. Cuans here in the final, and Cuans are again on the attack. The Castleblakeney men going inside. Roscommon CVS playing the Patrician High School of Carrickmacross on County Monaghan. Brilliant block down. That final is on tomorrow live from Longford, but this is a free in just outside. The referee very fond of the advantage and playing it quite well. For Cuans, they won Roscommon and then beat St. Tiernan's of Mayo by 6 points in the Connacht final. And they've booked their place in the All-Ireland final, looking to get over the disappointment of last year, where they also got to the All-Ireland stages but were beaten. And now this would be a chance to extend that 3-point lead, and that's exactly what they've done. And it's the man wearing 14 on his back, Daniel Keating, cool as a breeze, slotted it over the bar, and it's another point on the board for the Connacht men. And it's Keaton, and that's what you want from your full forward, to be able to stand up and take the frees. Now ball into the middle of the field, well claimed, and again Bailieborough going first time football. Here's Brown. Brown takes it, bounces up, was a man inside, uses it. Ball was dribble, he wanted it back, it was definitely a free. Referee says no, it was Keaton who scored. Brown's gone to the back post. If Keaton can find him, he can. Has to put the ball out to that man wearing 19, Gary McGuinness. Late change on the Bailieborough team, the Knockbride man. And a shot eventually coming in from the left half back, Andrew Hill, and that would be an absolute bomb if it goes over. And that is a serious score from Andrew Hill. And Bailieborough just getting back into it now. Andrew Hill with a point from play. Same club, of course, as the manager, Damien McIntyre. For St. Cuans, it's Ger McDonald, Cathal Jordan, Seamus Meehan, and the trainer is Jack Tully. A lot of Caltra men from Galway on this team on the Roscommon Galway border. A few from St. Bridget's and Porrick Pierces. Mount Bellew Mylock is there as well. And the Connacht men have dispossessed the Cavan men just inside the 45, and now they're trying to charge out, and the referee's saying no, you were charging, but it wasn't just against the law. It was a touch on the ground. Referee happy to play on. 3 or 4 men chase one, and now there would be a saw free if that was given. But Bailieborough defending really well here. Good hit on 2 men, and they fell, and the Bailieborough men have won it over. It was touched on the ground. Serious defensive play, much to the rapture here of the Cavan crowd. And now that ball was kicked aimlessly, looking for Brown. Brown did really well to win it 1v2. Wants the ball out to the wing. It's lovely play from the full forward. Everything goes through him. And in for Mark, Can he just jink and jive the centre forward here? Galligan has it, and Galligan wants to take a shot. Was he fouled? He was. It's seriously good refereeing from the Dublin man, Howley. He's spotting all of those late infringements. And it'll be a free in. As I say, that wind is quite strong down to our left-hand side. But it's a free in now. And again, ball is in hand here of Evan Markey. Will he take it? They'll have to get a new football first. They've just kicked it out to the far side. Scoreboard over there on the far side too for the crowd. It's a fantastic facility here in Abbottstown, the centre of excellence. So it's the Cuans with 1-1, Bailieborough with 2 points, and Markey looking for his second. He's second from a dead ball if he could get it. 7 minutes on the clock. And it's Markey now, left-legged again. Kind of that parallel stance to the goal, so he just wants a full arc as he takes it. Wants to be the body to be exactly flush with the crossbar when he hits this. Great style if it works. Can be tricky. And he's hit it up, he's hit it high. Has he navigated the wind? One looks at the other and he says no, he hasn't. And again, when you go back to that style of free taking, you have to be certain. You're leaving yourself totally exposed when you come in on the inside of the foot. And now it'll be a chance for Dara Gavin, the goalie for St. Cuans and from Caltra, Cunton and Olive. So left-legged ball out to this near-hand side, and it's 1v1 there, and it's just well broken there by Bailieborough, by the new man that's in the bride man, Gary McGuinness, and Bailieborough have turned over the first kick out of the game into the other midfielder, Fintan O'Connell. O'Connell wants Brown again. Brown wants the mark. Wasn't the required distance, but eventually the referee does blow the whistle. I'll tell you, this will be worth 2 points in the new rules. It'll be a fair kick if he can get it. The wind will help him surely, but the wind's more blowing down into this bottom left-hand corner, so he'll have to kick it starting far right. But he's more than capable of a Brown. Serious boot on him. He does hit it the right way, but just got no curl on it at all. It's fallen in the square after he patted down. Chance for Bailieborough, and it's over the bar. Good score. Good recovery there. Cuan just batted straight down, and it was really quick reactions in Bailieborough through their right corner forward, Luke Riley. He's got his first of the day. 9 minutes on the clock. And the gap is back to 1. So huge crowd here down to our left and to our right, full of very vocal supporters, we'll say. Always gathers good interest in schools football. Nothing like an All-Ireland final. Bailieborough looking for their first ever title. They're under 16.5 ladies, I was told just before the game, won All-Ireland semi-final yesterday, so they're in All-Ireland final 2 coming up. Meanwhile, this is Evan Markey. He won't keep that in play. He's quick, but he's not that quick. So what a year for the Bailieborough school. 2 All-Ireland finals in successive weeks. They'll be hoping to celebrate on the double. Now Cuan's going short, trying to work it out. A little bit of a pullback there. Referee's letting lock go. Bailieborough intercepted it. Cuans could have done it, putting boot through ball into Brown again. Brown wants it round the corner, gets a dummy hop, but he can't just get by the 3. Cuan's blanket there, and now they're breaking out the Westerners. And a good tackling back there from Dara Keegan, the midfielder, because we were too ferocious, Ian Howley says. And it'll be a free to those common men. Just under 10 minutes gone. What an exciting 10 minutes it's been. A goal in one plays 3 points. It could have been 2 goals in one playing 3 points, bar for Mark O'Sullivan and Jake Fry. Double effort to keep the Cavan champions a clean sheet inside the opening 50 seconds. And the ref's letting it go, and it's adding to a great spectacle here. And now that the free decides to go back, this of course the place where all the 2 hops there, and the ref didn't spot it, but this is of course where the new rules have been made here in Abbottstown, and it's where all the major decisions have been made in regards to the new rules. A lovely little bit of play there. Bailieborough now in a little bit of trouble. They've men over Cuans if they can square it inside, but he couldn't get it away and he has to go back. Lovely dummy solo, and then a pop pass inside to his centre half forward there, Thomas Melody, and Melody pops it out to the near hand side. Left footed shot, a great block down by Andrew Hill, the left half back, and Bailieborough come out with it now, and Hill's driving forward, lays it off now to Gary McGuinness. Huge row here in Abbottstown. They want ball first time inside, and it's with the centre half back Noel McIntyre, first cousin of the managers. Noel took too much out of it and ran straight into trouble, and Cuans now have taken too much out of it. I don't think that was a free. He ran straight into trouble, is exactly what McIntyre had done. Adam McClare, the captain, or sorry, the man from Caltra, but he's on the ground here now. And Ryan Harrison just picking himself up gingerly. Pulsating game. That was a brilliant interception there from Bailieborough, and they could have made a wee bit of hay if they just let the ball in first time. And people would wonder what is the issue with the old rules when you see a game like this, but there's far more honesty and forward kicking in this one. And now Roscommon champions, the Connacht champions, coming out with Evan Murray, the Caltra man. A lot of goalie men in this team. Oh, lovely bit of strength there from the big midfielder. He just shoved him out of his way. Michael Burke, the captain, brilliant strength. And now Burke has it again, running into a little bit of trouble, but he does really well to hold it off. Good hit coming in, but he's more physically enough to withstand that. Luke Riley, and eventually he's put on the ground, much to the discomfort here. He's holding the back of his head. Hopefully he's all right. Much to the discomfort of the Cuans crowd. They're not one bit happy with the attention given out there to Michael Burke. But he will get his free eventually after he gathers himself. Just tying the boots. He'll be back to his feet in no time. So just give you a rundown on the paths to the final. Well, Bailieborough beat Ballybay Community College 3-11 to 6 points. They then defeated Kingscourt 2-8 to 6. 1-5 to 12 point defeat at the hands of St Aidan's Cutil. They bet Closh Oriel 4-10 to 2-2 before beating Loretto Coleraine 5-9 to 112 and Largy College 3-8 to 12 points in the Ulster final. In the semi-final they were 2-13 to 110 winners over Carrigaline Community School. For St Cuans, they had a walkover against Seamount College, and then they had a bye in round 2 of the Connacht Championship. In the next round they had a draw with Closhta Murrah Ballygar 1-7 to 10 points before eventually beating Kieran on Caharua by 2-10 to 111. They were 2-19 to 9 points winners over Roscommon Community College, and they beat St Patrick's College 3-14 to 8 points. They then had a win over St Tiernan's of Crossmalina by a goal 3-9 to 2-9 before booking their place here against the Balbriggan outfit Ardgillan Community College by 2-12 to 7 points. And both sides have a knack for goals coming into today's game. Now ball in hand of the Roscommon champions, and big tackling going in, and the referee, you can just see, said he was slapping the ball. And it's a lovely ball inside, and it's fallen right through. It's a real chance for Cuan to get a second goal of the game. It's a brilliant tackle, but it's eventually rolled in, and it was just really unlucky by Bailieborough. They just didn't get a hand on it. But Sean Butler, the man who had the shot in the very first moment of the game, hit off a defender, has eventually got his goal. And he could have had 2 on a different day, but he's got 1 in the All-Ireland final. And that has extended the lead out now. It's 2-1 to 3 points. It's 7 to 3. And that was a big moment because you just felt Bailieborough were getting on top of the game. And now it's Burke, the captain. He has 2 of them for comfort. Did he drag a Bailieborough man to the ground? He did. And the referee spotting absolutely everything. And now he's bringing it forward. And Burke, the captain, he's in the heat of everything. He ended up on the turf, but referee said that was only for a little bit of Hollywood stuff. And it's across to the far side of the field now, and coming down Bailieborough, just trying to move it into the hands here of Fintan O'Connell. And Bailieborough decided to go left-footed ball, lovely ball inside. There's 2v1 if they can release it. Left-footed shot coming in. Is that one going over the bar? It is. It's a good response, and I think it's Evan Markey who's got it. And Evan Markey gets another one. That's his second of the day. 1 from play, 1 from a free. And despite everything, there's only 3 between them. So ball comes out to this near side, and it's 1v2, and it's the 2 men from Bailieborough. One at Hill wants it. He's gone forward, the left half back. He's a man inside at Shin Galligan if he wants him, and he gives it to Galligan. Hill continues to run, but he's got 2 runners in front of him, and Galligan decides to go for his own point, and Galligan gets himself off the mark. And every time that St Cuans pull ahead, Bailieborough just pull them back. 2 between them. 15 and a half gone here. Brilliant piece of play from Bailieborough. Hill into Galligan. Good score. And now again, Dara Gavin from Caltra goes to the far side of the field this time, and it's 2v2 over there, and again Bailieborough have broken it down, and again it's picked up by Luke Riley. Riley has the advantage if he wants it, gives it a left-footed ball inside to Markey, makes the run on. Markey doesn't use him, decides to pop a ball in towards Brown. Brown collects it on the full, takes the shot off the right foot, and that is going way out to the right hand side and wide, and that's wide number 2 for Bailieborough. Cuans yet to register one. Just over 16 minutes gone. He'd be disappointed in that one, because another point would have been 3 in a row there for Bailieborough since Sean Butler's goal, and that would have really brought them back into it. But as it stands, 2-1 to 5 points, 5 scores placed 3, but 2 of those 3 crucially have ended up in the back of Jake Fry's net. And again they've lost their own kick out, and now it's 2v2 if Bailieborough can react. Brown has it on the roll, gives it off now to the Knockbride man, bursting forward is McGuinness' men inside, he's been pulled, he'll win his free. It's super play. They've won 3 of the last 4 kick outs, and this would be 3 of the last 4 attacks they'll get points from if this is converted, and that would be absolutely massive. And the free will be taken by Luke Riley. He's looking for his second point of the game. Just over 17 minutes gone here in the first half, and Riley's shot ends up over the bar. It's a really good score from Riley, and that's his second of the game, first from a free, and the gap just back to the solitary point now. So again, Dara Gavin now taking the kick out. 3 of the last 4 they've lost. 3 of the last four attacks have been resulting in points for Bailieborough. Out to the far hand side, 2v2. What's it like? Again, it's broken down by Bailieborough. Again, it's won by centre half forward Shane Galligan. Galligan, quick ball inside, looking for Brown. Brown turns. What can he do with it this time? Right foot solo. Goes for the left-footed shot. Was he under pressure as he hit it? He was. It was a crazy effort, really. He had 2 men outside, and that's gone out for wide number 3. And 2 of those 3 have come at the boot of Lee Brown. A very talented lad, a very exciting footballer, but ultimately that one has gone to the left and wide, and it'll be a kick out now for Gavin, the keeper, from St. Cuans, if they want it to go to this near side, but no one coming to it. Andrew Hill just pointing out that no one's going there, so going out to the far hand side. And again they've lost to Bailieborough. That's 5 of the last 6. Bailieborough dominating the skies, more so to do with Roscommon, leaving themselves in trouble. There's a 2v1 inside. If McGuinness can lay it off, he can. There's another man over. Brown's the man, but it was taken off him, and you can see the frustration on the Bailieborough water boy down in front of us here. A massive chance of Bailieborough to open up their own goal scoring account, but they couldn't get the ball away, and they'll need to make more purchase playing with this heat, this wind, because the heat will come on them in the second half. Of that there's no doubt. 19 minutes on the clock. Cuans with the first attack in what seems like an eternity, and they left it behind him. It'll be their line ball down to our right hand side here, and it's the corner back Jack Muldowney who'll get it, the Caltra man. No real options in front of him. Will he boot the ball, or will he cut into the middle of the field? It'll be a risky pass, and there it has opened up. No one marking from a Bailieborough point of view. Brown just let him go, and now it's into the hands here of the main man himself, Killian Hughes, the Menlaw man. Hughes has been well marshalled today. And now, brilliant play by Burke, the captain, just skips inside. Will he go for one outside of the boot? He does. That would be an absolutely glorious effort, but he's actually registered the first wide of the game for St. Cuans. Out to the left-hand side. And no real rush on the Bailieborough fellas, which is interesting, because they'll surrender this breeze in the second half. And the referee has back, in fact, paused the watch there. He wants a new football before he plays on. So a bit of cuteness from the Cavan lads, just trying to slow the game down. Now we've 2 balls in the field, so we're not short of them anyway. It's a wonderful facility here in Abbottstown. You can see all the Sport Ireland buildings just behind us, and they've hockey, they've the National Aquatic Centre here. It's an incredible facility. FAI have pitches as well, so fair play to them. Now a dribbly one there from Fry, straight down the throat of the Cuans men, and they're breaking his 4v3 inside. If he can release it quickly, he's going all on his own. He's ran straight into 2 players, but eventually the referee said he got a helping hand, and that's why he was pushed to the ground, because that was a serious run from the midfielder Adam McClare. He just picked up Jake Fry's kick out, which went straight down the middle of the pitch and ran all the way through. And now this will be the easiest of tap overs, you'd imagine. And Cuans would extend the lead one more time, and they do. And it's Daniel Keating with his second point of the day, 21 minutes gone. And it's a free from Daniel Keating. And Cuans just will be relieved to have gotten that one out, because they haven't had a score in 7 minutes. And if we're totally honest with you, it's been a long 7 minutes, nearly 8 minutes in fact. Now back into the middle of the field, and Bailieborough again, if they won it, is on the ground. It's touched on the ground by a Cuans man. Bad luck for the Roscommon men, and the Cavan men trying to go. Now trying to look for that quick ball inside. You can see the style of football they're trying to play, but they're just slowing it down when they get to the D. They don't maybe have the runners mark. He decides he'll have a go. That'd be a nice one if he gets it, but it's well out, and that's wide number 4. He'll be disappointed with that one. And again, that would have pulled them right back after getting so close. And every time that St. Cuans have scored, Bailieborough have replied. They got their opening goal inside the second moment. Bailieborough replied with a free a minute later. Then Cuans went up and got a point of their own in the 5th minute. Bailieborough hit the next 2 scores. St. Cuans got one in the 14th minute. Bailieborough hit the next 3 scores. And now Cuans have got another one. And eventually now play continues on here. Back into the mid of the field. Chance just to maybe move it around the centre of the field into the centre half back, Killian Fahy. And he's played a lovely pair of hands there. Now real chance going forward here for Mulryan. Mulryan just trying to drive through, gives it inside. Chance of a right-footed shot, centre back. McIntyre was very unlucky not to get a hand on that one, but it is another score, and it extends the lead out. And a really fine hit from Thomas Melody, the centre half forward. And Melody just easing any pressure that there was. And it'll be a kick out now for Jake Fry. Bailieborough just under a little bit of trouble there. And out to the far side of the field, well won by the wing half forward, Oisin Smith, was being fouled. And Smith down for Riley. This is Cormac. And he pops a lovely ball inside, just trying to get Mark in the ball, and Mark, he just turns inside. He's been touched tight, really tight by the Roscommon man. Lovely left-footed shot, comes in from the centre half forward. And that's a brilliant hit from Cormac O'Reilly. 24 minutes on the clock. And a really good response there from Bailieborough. Brilliant score. 24 minutes gone. They needed that one, Bailieborough. You could just feel it. And Cuans were starting to get on top of them. 2 Bailieborough men ended up looking at a lovely take there by the right half back, Luke Kennedy, the Caltra man, driving straight through. He pops it inside. Oh, it's nearly touching the ground, but he does really well not to. Back to the captain, Burke. Burke pops it back out to his centre half forward. There's a real chance here for Castleblakeney just to get a goal, and Palmer in the back stick. It's another goal. Absolutely brilliant piece of play. But the umpires haven't raised the flag. Is there potentially a square ball here? Not entirely sure. And it is actually a free out, so the goal hasn't been given, and that's a massive let off for Bailieborough. And St. Cuans nearly with another goal in this first half, and nearly just extending the lead, and that would have been, you'd imagine, curtains playing with the win second half as well. The ball gone forward, a little push in the back. Was it? No referee thought about it. He said there's play on. Bailieborough have done really well to get away with it. They've been really lucky as well. And now just trying to work something here is their cornerback, Mark O'Sullivan. O'Sullivan ended up on the ground. The referee says play on. It's back to the man, Michael Burke. His influence is growing in this game all the time. He just shrugs off the Cavan man, says get up and get away from me. Pushed away Mark O'Sullivan. It's not the first time he's done it in the game. Serious strength from the midfielder from Mount Bellew, Mylock. And now Brown has it. Brown wants to pop it in first time. He does. Lovely ball inside, but he popped it straight in between 2 men from St. Cuans, and the 2 men easily won it. One of them ended up on the ground. Thankfully he's back up. And the ball across now, and they'll just hold on to it now, the Connacht men. And it's just wearing itself down now towards half time. The first 10 minutes flew by, the last 15. It's not just been as fluid, but still out to the far hand side. And now they're just trying to work something. Back in it comes to the right half back, Kennedy. Kennedy just happy enough to slow it down, hold on to possession. Why would they bother rushing it? They'll have wind at the back in the second half. Good run be made inside. And now a right-footed solo, chance of a shot. The shot comes in. Did it get a touch? I think it might have. The umpire's happy enough to say it didn't. That's wide number 2 for St. Cuans. And the Galway men. That's wide number 2 for them. 4 wides for Bailieborough. So now another kick out from Jake Fry. And Fry pops it out to this near hand side, and good hands palm down there by the wing half back. Luke Kennedy, he's playing right lined out at right half back. He's playing really everywhere, and he's starting to exert a bit of control. Lovely ball through there. Chance now for their centre half forward. That man is Thomas Melody. It's come off the power. It's popped back down. There's a chance here. They still have the ball. Cuans man inside if he wants it, takes the shot. This one would be a real sucker punch, and that's what it is. And a good score. I think that's the first point of the game for Adam McClare with 28 minutes on the clock. And McClare gets his first one of the game. And there's a good gap between them. 10-7, 2-4 to 7 points here. And the ball comes back out for Fry. Hits it down to Galligan at the centre half forward, way out to the far hand side. And he's got his full back on the ball now. That full back is Conor Monaghan. Monaghan pops it inside to Cormac O'Reilly. And O'Reilly just gives a lovely ball straight across and looking for Brown. Brown is going to win the pace race there. And Brown has won the pace race. He gets it up. And a couple of very agitated women here from Castleblakeney. Not happy with the referee. But eventually the Galway men have won it, but they fouled, have they? They have, yeah. And it'll be a free in. And it'll be Andrew Hill, left half back, who takes it. And Hill just pops it down to Markey inside in the corner, and Markey decides to come back out to Hill, the left half back. And Hill with the right footed shot is going to drop short, but it's well read. And Cuans will come out with it now. 90 seconds left on the watch. And Ian Howley's refed it fierce well, the Dublin man. He's let a lot go. And into the hands now of the right corner back, Harrison. And Harrison pops it out to the full back there, Luke Tully. And Tully's just making a great run through the middle. Tully, he's men if he wants. Oh, it's a brilliant tackle, but the referee says it was from behind. Advantage still going. It's 1v1. The keeper's ended up on the ground. He'll come back for the advantage. He could have maybe blown it up a second earlier because Fry ended up on the ground. That looks nasty enough. It looked like he ran straight into him. It was his own man, but still. He's down. Fry's in a bit of discomfort there. He's been helped by his fullback Conor Monaghan. And Monaghan won't be happy to have conceded the ball so deep in enemy territory, but that's the way it is. And now, after all the good work, Bailieborough, they could be 4 down at the break here. It could be 2-5 to 7 if this is converted. It will be a free for the lack of advantage, and the referee's been very clear on that all day long. So Fry sitting up, thankfully, and eventually got a wee bit of water, so he should be alright. Half time's probably coming at the right time for him. So Bailieborough got their first free from Evan Markey in the 3rd moment. That was in reply to the goal from St. Cuans, Mikey Mulryan. And then there was a free to match Mulryan's goal in the 5th minute, and that came from the full forward Daniel Keaton. Markey got a 2nd point, Luke Riley's got 2, Shane Galligan got 1, and Cormac Riley added to the Bailieborough score in the 24th minute. But McClare, Melody and Keating with a 2nd, and that the Sean Butler goal have given the Galway men an advantage at the break, and this one would put further light between them. It's very high, but it's very accurate, and it's a good score just on the stroke of the 31st minute. And it's another one for Keaton, and a free from him, and the gap is out to 4. That's his 3rd point of the game. And the referee will be happy enough just to blow it up. And Brown goes for it. Brown takes it, dropped it, picks it up second time. He was being fouled. And they've marked him really well today, the Galway men. Now here's Andrew Hill, his club mate. Pops it back out. And Brown just trying to put it forward. And he's put it straight down the throat. Really bad ball. And Cuans now just coming out with it. 2-5 to 7 advantage. Double advantage surely. Yeah, throws the hand back up, but why wouldn't he? He was being pulled as he was coming out. And we're into injury time here, so whatever is at the discretion of the referee. The man from not too far away from here, Ian Howley. And now more movement. Wing half back. Jack Jordan has it from Menlaw, and Jordan gives it inside to his centre half forward, Thomas Melody. Melody just been tracked really well from McGuinness. That's a brilliant piece of skill, just to work inside, because he'd been fouled constantly. The referee rewarded him by playing on the advantage. Back out Devin Murray here from Caltra. And Murray just pops it into Keaton. And Keaton gives it out to the far side, trying to get Mikey Mulryan on the ball, and Mulryan is adjudged to have been charging, and it'll be a free. We're 32 minutes old here in the first half, so referee playing on that little bit of time for, to be fair, there weren't too many stoppages or injuries. In fact, there does go with the half-time whistle. But it is the Connacht champions who will be much the happier at the break. They lead here by 2 goals and 5 points to no goals and 7. Those goals coming in the 2nd and 14th minutes. It was Mikey Mulryan with the first one, and it was Sean Butler who got the second one. So it's the Galway men who will be much the happier at the break. They lead by 4 points, 5 to 7 points. We'll be back with full second half coverage in just a couple of moments. Just round out of the 21, old rules still in play. Chance on here now for Cuans. They've made great ground with the midfielder. It's Michael Burke. Burke really squared. He goes for it across the face. The goal is tapped in. That's a brilliant start for the Roscommon men. Absolutely great change on the Bailieborough team. They're not Brideman. And a shot eventually coming in from the left half back, Andrew Hill, and that would be an absolute bomb if it goes over. Boot on him. He does hit it the right way, but just got no curl under the tallest fall in the square after he patted down. Chance for Bailieborough, and it's over the bar. Good score. Big tackling going in, and the referee, you can just see, said he was slapping the ball. And it's a lovely ball inside, and it's fallen right through. It's a real chance for Cuan to get a second goal of the game. It's a brilliant tackle, but it's eventually rolled in, and it was just really unlucky. Bailieborough decided to go left-footed ball, lovely ball inside. There's 2v1 if they can release it. Left-footed shot coming in. Is that one going over the bar? It is. It's a good way to chin Galligan if he wants him, and he gives it to Galligan. Hill continues to run, but he's got 2 runners in front of him, and Galligan decides to go for his own point, and Galligan gets himself forward here for Mulryan. Mulryan just trying to drive through, gives it inside. Chance of a right-footed shot, centre back. McIntyre was very unlucky not to get a hand. Lovely left-footed shot comes in from the centre half forward, and that's a brilliant hit. Flying through, he pops it inside. Oh, it's nearly touching the ground. He does really well not to back the captain. Burke pops it back out to his centre half forward. There's a real chance here for Castleblakeney just to get a goal. And hammering at the back stick. It's another goal. Absolutely brilliant piece of play. It's come off the power, it's popped back down. There's a chance here. They still have the ball. Cuans man inside if he wants it, takes the shot. This one would be a real sucker punch, and that's And you're very welcome back here to Abbottstown for the second half of this All-Ireland final between Castleblakeney of Galway and Bailieborough of Cavan. So the half-time score 2-5 to 7 points in favour of the Connacht men, and they will be playing with the wind now in this second half, hoping to make a lot of use of it. They did well in the first half to go in 4 points in front, so they'll be hoping they can build on that in this second half. The breeze just feels like it's getting stronger. Ian Howley, the man in the middle, just getting ready, having a look at the pitch, making sure he has the full complements. We're about ready to get underway. So it's been an interesting first half so far, and it's been an interesting first half here so far in Abbottstown. It'll be an interesting second half now to come, surely. And the referee Howley just trying to get a football, and now he's making sure everything is correct and right as we get underway for this second half. So the referee puts the ball in, and the second half of this All-Ireland final is underway, and it is the men from the north who have won that kick out, and now trying to attack the Galway men, Castleblakeney. Just trying to move down towards this right hand side of the pitch here, and Blakely just trying to attack down to our left hand side, just trying to work something. But Bailieborough now, just you can see straight away they're much more touch tight, and that ball's gone into the middle field. Good use of the ball by Thomas Melody, centre forward, and a lovely ball inside. There's a definite shoulder into the back. It was a crazy tackle really from the Bailieborough man, but it's a free in, a certain free in for the Connacht champions, and they'll take that just in the top of the D. I think it was the right corner back there. It was in fact Billy Daly. Billy, he's probably lucky not to be going into Ian Howley's book, but it'll be another chance now for Keating in the first minute of the second half to open his account in the second period and get his fourth point of the game. And you can hear from the roar that Keating has done exactly that, again from the free, and that's his third free of the game, but most importantly his fourth point, and a 5 point gap between the sides. And that's a dream start for the Westerners, and the referee just not happy with something here. Now ball out to this left hand side, and it's won again by Burke. He's been absolutely sensational. I put the caution on there. I think the captain, he just came off his boot, and it'll be the wing half forward Oisin Smith who takes it, gives it back actually to Andrew Hill, wearing the red boots, a wee bit short there, decides to go long, straight down the throat. Good hand on there, and really good play from the defence and corner back there. It's Killian Hughes, the man from Menlock, and now the Galway man has just run straight into two Cavan men. He has overcarried the ball, and now a little bit of petulance there, was there, from the wing half back Jack Jordan. Probably a lucky boy that the linesman didn't flag that, because I think Shane Galligan ended up on the ground. And it'll be a free in. Yeah, he did bring it forward. He could have been a little bit more. And it'll be the number 13, Luke Riley, who takes it. And Riley kicking into a breeze. You can see it's just right in the face. He'll have any sort of help he'll have with this near post, but it's dropped short. It's very strong in there, and it's taken out by Castleblakeney, just out of the wing half back here, Jack Jordan, and Jordan's been in the thick of it recently. Here's Keaton, been very impressive today. There's a tale of both number 14s coming into the game, but Keaton's the man who's definitely done the damage. Granted from the dead ball, but you need a free taker. Now, lovely ball forward, looking for a centre forward. That's Melody. And Melody beaten to it by Noel McIntyre. And McIntyre goes back one, and now they're trying to work it through the hands here. They're playing with the advantage. They'll have to go more through the hands this second half. The breeze is strong. It's only if you're here you'd really feel it. It has died slightly in the second half, but it's still strong. And the Bailieborough man just gave it away. And now this St. Cuans side littered with Caltra men. Just as I read through the programme, they're over half the squad from Caltra, All-Ireland club champions, way back in 2004. Defeated on Gaeltacht of Kerry on that occasion. Padraig Pearce's, St. Bridget's, and Bailieborough, all on this panel for the Bailieborough men. They've one Mead man, Killian Burns, wearing 30 from Kilmainham Wood. Knockbride, Killincare, Shercock and Bailieborough, the other clubs. So again, it's in the hands of Castleblakeney. They're just trying to work something. Burke is the main man. Everything that goes through him seems to go well. He decides to take a right-footed shot, and that is going to curl out to the left and wide. And you can just see that wind down to our left-hand side is very, very strong. And anything that's kicked, unless it's kicked way right and goes left, is being taken. And that's wide number 4. Bailieborough have hit 4, St. Cuans have hit 3. So you can see already the wide count start to toll up there when you're shooting into those goals on the road side here in Abbottstown. And Bailieborough have the kick out again, and they're doing well to hold on to it. There was a no touch and go, of course. The old rule's still in play. Brown, will he win it? He doesn't. It's really clever play there by Killian Hughes. Just palmed the ball away as it bounced up. He's gone back on Galligan, and a lovely ball downside. It's just beaten. It's just gone by Mikey Mulryan. And then Fry came out. It was a wee push in the back. Referee says play it away. It's into the hands of Fintan O'Connell, the number 8. And O'Connell didn't get it, but it's back inside now. There's a serious bit of movement in there from the Castleblakeney defenders, and they've done really, really well just to hold on to the ball to win it. Back in the hands of this man. He's absolutely everywhere, Michael Burke. Burke with a long ball inside his 2v2. Butler's in there. Can't. It's palmed down. If Blakey won the second, and McIntyre left it behind him. It's into Mulryan. He's Butler inside if he can use him. Mulryan wants it himself. Goes with the right foot, and he's put it wide. 3 wides in the second half for St. Cuans. In the opening 5.5 minutes. And that is testament to the wind down on this left-hand side. You feel the goals. Could be the difference because of that breeze. Bailieborough have an uphill task now. They've 24 minutes left to try and rectify this. 2 men down. Thankfully, both of them up. You always, from them aerial duels land, you just make sure ankles aren't caught. Now out in front is Markey. He's been lively, looking for Galligan. Instead, he will find Luke Riley. And Luke from the Knockbride club. Couple of famous uncles. Ulster winners themselves. Back with Cavan in 97. Of course, Peter Riley managed in Monaghan for a long time too. And now a chance for Bailieborough just to steady the ship in the second half here. And it'll be Riley who swings it. What's that one looking like? It's looking good from this angle. It's not. It's wide, and that's wide number 5. And all of these just starting to eat into the time, and the further the game goes on, the happier Castleblakeney will be. Just have kept eating into it. And now another change on the Bailieborough team. Mark Mulvey, the Knockbride man's into it. The kick out coming out there from Gavin, and it's punted in the middle of the field. It's well won by Bailieborough, and now there's a massive overload if they can use it. Fullbacks going forward, midfielders going forward. It's found by McGuinness, and Galligan, he just picked it up second time. Back runner on this near side finds him, trying to get it in here with Cormac O'Reilly. Will O'Reilly go out to the right boot? He will. Will it curl? It won't. It won't curl sufficiently. It's gone out to the right and wide number 6. And the Castleblakeney crowd feel that with every pass and move, it is more and more like theirs. And it'll be another kick out here from Dara Gavin. Again from Caltra. "20 Caltra men out of a possible 30. It's incredible, really. Shows the size and strength of the club, and of course where the school is based. But good run in there, good possession, good play. And really strong play from the wing half back, Jack Jordan. He's very fond of the physical stuff. Jordan now going left for the ball, straight down the throat. Good hand in from McIntyre, the centre half back. McIntyre trying to win it second half of asking. He has had his hands full with Melody today. And Melody gets it up. McIntyre just says to him, I'm still here. Now here's the main man, Burke, the captain, driving forward, looking for another one. Will he have the advantage? He doesn't need it. He just shrugs a man off, takes a right-footed shot, and that has gone to the left and wide again. Wide number 5. They've really started adding up in this second half here. 8.5 minutes gone. It's been a thoroughly enjoyable game. But again, just down to that left-hand side, it seems the wind. You can see from the flags there, they're just pulling across the pitch. And everything that is out there is going to the left. That's where the kickouts here are starting out on the right and they're ending up in the middle of the field. And again, it's breaking ball, and the Cavan man goes down just before the goal. The man was brave. And the champions of Ulster in a wee bit of trouble here. 5 behind. Brown pops it forward, trying to work something here with Mulvey. And Mulvey, he's getting a run inside on the corner back, Muldowney, and he's gone to the ground. The referee says eventually you were pulled down, and it is a free in. And this should be back into Evan Markey, man wearing 15. He'll look for a free. Haven't had a score in 9 minutes. Bailieborough haven't scored since the 24th minute of the game, so 16 minutes ago. It'll be much needed if they can get it. And Markey will just try and steady himself. Looks for the first one of the second half, and that has crept inside the post. It's a really good score, a really needed free. And it's Evan Markey who has got yet another one. And it's 12-8. So 2-6 plays 8 points. It's 8 scores apiece, so when you look at it like that, there's nothing between them. But of course, goals win games, and Castleblakeney have them, and they're in a great position now to hold on and win this Brother Ignatius trophy, the All-Ireland Championship. Pushing the back there from the Galway man, but the referee's happy enough to play on, and the Cavan men have overturned it. Dara Keegan, the man, pops it inside. We push the back of Brown. Lovely soccer skill just back outside. And Castleblakeney and Burke just doing great defending there, but he's maybe a wee bit too aggressive. Eventually it's popped back from the number 9, Dara Keegan. Burke is absolutely everywhere. The Mount Bellew Mylock man leading us by example, 4 points. The lead. And it's eventually into the hands now of Conor Monaghan. Monaghan gets it back out to his midfielder, Fintan O'Connell. O'Connell driving forward. Gives it back out now to Riley. Riley just has to go back, and he does use his full back. Monaghan pops it out now to the right half, Niall Keegan. Keegan's getting a little bit of attention from Keating. Keegan went for the shot. That's gone well out to the right and wide. The referee thought about it, but he decides not to give the wide ball. Or the 45. He's given us a wide instead. Probably the correct decision. It was only a little bit of pressure. And it'll be another kick out now for Dara Gavin. And Gavin pops into the middle of the field. It's well collected. It wasn't. It bounced off the chest. I spoke too early. It just bounced straight off the chest there of the Galway man. And now it's into Markey. Markey looking for Mulvey. And Mulvey beaten to it, well collected. That's one thing you have to say about Castleblakeney today. They've got their defensive matchup spot on, and their inside line has been absolutely brilliant. They've sniffed out the whole potential really of Riley, Brown and Markey. They've resorted to them kicking frees. Meanwhile, at the other end of the field, Keaton has been everywhere. They've been led from the middle of the field surely by Burke, but this man Keaton, he's creating havoc inside. He's jinking, he's jiving, he's onto his left. He can shoot with the right. This will be some score, and you can hear the roar. That's a really fine score from Keaton. He went left, he went right, he stuck it over the bar, and the gap extended out. That's his 5th point of the game. Really good score. You had 3 of them around him. You can't stop that. Pace, power. And now back into the hands of Jake Fry. And the referee just... Is there a sub coming in maybe on the far side? He stopped it. He wants a couple of men anyway. And the ball will be a Bailieborough, and he is actually speaking to the right corner back. I think it could be the first card of the game, and it is. And it's Ryan Harrison. And to be fair to Ryan, he's been touch tight all game, so to be that close, you probably need to be dabbling in the dark arts. But he's got his yellow card with about 16 minutes to go. So it'll be a nervy last 16 from. Massive crowd here in Abbottstown for this game. Ball from Fry out to that far side, and Castleblakeney just picking it up. Second aim of Askin. Good hit. Bailieborough have they turned them over. They have. He was over carrying the ball. Referee quickest to spot that. And this Galway crowd down to our right hand side, not one bit happy with it. They feel that there was a little bit too much pressure being applied. It was into the hands of Evan Markey here. Markey for Riley. Riley just trying to go by him. Advantage being played, takes the solo, doesn't want the advantage, wants to work it. He goes for the shot. I hope for his sake it does come back for an advantage. Mulvey just really well to pat it in, and the referee, to be fair to him, was very lenient there, gave him the advantage. I'd say the 6 seconds are well up, but he knows better. So a free for Bailieborough. It'll be on the 45. A little bit of cuteness from the Galway man just not to give the ball back, to pick it up slowly. Now Bailieborough need a little bit of movement. Out in front is Riley, but he's well dispossessed. That's serious defending from St. Cuans, and they've got the ball again, and now they're breaking across midfield. You can see with the dotted line, excellent piece of defensive play just to block it down, but it's spilled all the way to a Cuans man. It's Butler, the man who got the second goal, and Butler, a lovely little chip up there from Butler. And Cuans have it again. Burke, he's been quiet this last few minutes. He's back on it, just slowing it down, dictating the game again. And now they're going forward with Keaton. Keaton has acres of room in front of him. He can go right, he can go left. He's gone straight into 3 Bailieborough jerseys. He was clever though. He knew he was getting the advantage, and he'll get his free. And there was dissent, and the ball will be brought up. Silly stuff there to talk back to the ref. So Keaton, happy enough just to slow it down. Meanwhile, it'll be Luke Riley who's getting his name taken, and that's a yellow card for Luke. So we've had 2 yellow cards in the last 4 minutes. One for Ryan Harrison, one for Luke Riley. Now Keaton is looking for point number 5. And Keaton, he swung it really well. He has swung it absolutely perfectly. And that is his 6th point of the game. And Keaton, and there's 6 between them. And you'd have to imagine, barring a miracle, that's that. Because the wind is picking up, and Bailieborough look out on their feet, dragged to the ground. He'll do well. He's just checking with the linesman here. If it's black, he's in big trouble. It's not. They're happy enough to play on. The notebook's out, so maybe it will come after the advantage. Mulvey has it. Mulvey just trying to jinx. There's more advantage coming, and it will be a free. And the paperwork could be done now. He's refereed it absolutely brilliantly, the Dublin man, Howley. And it'll be a free whenever the paperwork is done. Evan Markey will take it. So what is the colour of the card that Ian Howley is handing out? It is yellow. And it's both cornerbacks booked. There's Jack Muldowney booked now. So 2 Caltra men either side of a Bridget's man booked. Evan Markey looking for point number 4. Hasn't scored since the 10th minute. That's 7 minutes ago. Be a good one if he can swing it, and it'll be a much needed one for the Cavan men. And the referee not overly sure what he's stopping the game for. He's saying, oh, maybe it's a substitution coming on the far side. He's consulting with the linesman. Not helping Markey's case. Just about to swing it when the ref blew the whistle. Markey now, still with that style, back to goal. Going to turn and clip it on the inside with the shoulder parallel to the crossbar. And Markey, the hit is very good. It's a fine score. 17.5 minutes on the clock. And Markey gets point number 4 from the free. And the gap is back to 5. So 2-8 to 9 points. A goal would make some game of it. With 11 minutes to go, it's one in the middle of the field. It's dropped, it's touched on the ground. Surely, yes, it is a free inside. It was well won up there by Oisin Smith, but just when he hit the ground, it was just that little bit of trouble now. A little bit of petulance there from Killian Hughes, and it's been brought well forward. And they're inside the 45 now. Bailieborough. Andrew Hill has it. Hill just trying to make inroads. Scored a brilliant point way back in the 6th minute. Can he get another one? Ball inside for Bailieborough. Chance to go for the goal. It's a brilliant block down. An absolutely serious block down, and good dispossession then by Hill on the far side for the Cavan men. Has that gone out for a 45? I think it has. But the Galway men just living dangerously. But back in themselves. And Bailieborough, you can just see 11 minutes to go. They're just in a little bit of a hurry now. 5 points will be hard made up. They've gone back soccer style. Back to the right half back here, Niall Keegan. And Keegan wants to let it long, and that's exactly what he does. Looking for Brown. Brown, does he keep it in play? He does, but he keeps it only as far as a Galway man, and Castleblakeney coming out with it now. And now they've a real chance to just use it and slow it down, because they've so many green jerseys inside the 45. They've decided to run into a little bit of trouble, and eventually they've got away with it. Just held on to maybe a shade too long. Does well, the centre back. Releases now. There's a chance. 1v1 inside. Butler's the man. Driving forward. Here's Mulryan. Looks for Butler. Can't find Burke, and Bailieborough have mopped it up. But it will be a free. He's been excellent at that all day. The referee spotting the advantage or lack of. And it's come back for the free. Just outside the new 40-metre arc. Absolutely perfect conditions for a game of football. Little bit breezy, but you wouldn't mind that when it's dry. The pitch is absolutely incredible. And now it'll be Keating. This will be point number 7 if he can get it. We've exactly 10 minutes to go. This will be 6 between them. And Keating, he's a lovely style of free taking. And he's clipped that all wrong. Commentator's curse again, but he's had a great game. Butler, as he won it, he has, but he's won it illegally because he was pushing in the back. And Bailieborough just getting a little rub of the green there. Keaton would have been looking for 7 points in the All-Ireland final. It's not too long ago from a county man. Shane Walsh hit 11. Still wasn't man of the match that day as Galway lost out to Kerry. Anyway, ball going forward, and the Bailieborough man slipped, not even remotely close to pushing the back. Defender just shadowed him, never touched him. And now, as Blakely gave away one at one end, Bailieborough have given away one at the other. Just ran into trouble there, the Galway man. He was looking for a lot. Keaton wants it. Keaton gets it. And Keaton, I think the whistle went down there. There must have been something said by Lee Brown. And Brown now, there's a little bit of silly stuff going on. Lee Brown picks up a yellow. You can just see it starting to get a little bit narky now towards the end of it. Castleblakeney will just play it straight. Oh, very lucky. You could just hear the groan there. Oisin Smith missed it by a fingernail, and there was 6v2 on if they had won that. Meanwhile, it's the new man in wearing 22, Adam Doyle, another man from Caltra. Doyle gone into right half back. It was a big possession to win into the middle of the field now, and they're just trying to jink and jive through a lot of Bailieborough jerseys. A risky business, but if you can draw the tackle, it's good. They've given it away, that's why it's risky. And now Bailieborough have loads of men over if they can use it first time. It's gone in first time. They're trying to set themselves away, and a great pair of hands taken in there by Mulvey. Mulvey is 1v2. Mulvey running. He has to go back. Does he have a left foot? Question of overcarried. Is he being fouled? He has the advantage. Mulvey, he's done really well. He's laid it off to Lee Brown. Brown can get a shot of a goal on here. Brown blocked, but it's gone back for the free. Serious refereeing. Brilliant play. How Mulvey held on to the ball for so long and created the space. Eventually released to Lee Brown. And it was a brilliant block. Shades of the one in the very first minute from Sean Butler's effort. Brilliant block. And now it'll be a chance for Evan Markey. This would put 4 between them with 7 to play. It would also be point number 5 for Markey if he can swing it. This is probably the easiest one he's had all day, to be fair. And Markey has swung it. That's his 5th point. And Markey has hit 4 of those from frees. So 23 minutes gone. 7 to go plus injury. Only 4 between them. And you can just hear the Bailieborough crowd getting that little bit more confident. But it's in the melting pot. Into the mid of the field. Bailieborough won it again. Brilliant take. Oisin Smith. Brilliant take with the wing half forward, wearing 10. Now he needs some help. He needs it quickly. He's got Mulvey on it. And Mulvey wants to make a run against Keaton. Mulvey's done well. Dispossessed, but picked it up second time back for Smith. Brown. He's the man they're looking for. Markey moving. Smith just pops it back. They've controlled the game now, Bailieborough. They've pushed up and they've controlled it. There's had a wayward one. No, it's landed into the hands of Hill, the right man. Will they get the mark? They can take a mark here. They've got it. They've got Luke Riley on it. Now Riley kicking into the breeze. You can just see there. Mulvey there is just out on his feet. Riley hits it. Where's this one going? If this goes over, we're going to have some grandstand finish. That is a brilliant score in the 24th minute from Luke Riley. And we are going to have a nice run down the stretch here. 3 between them. 2-8 plays 11 points. Bailieborough with 11 scores. St. Cuans with 10. But again, it's goals that are massive. And ball kicked out to the far side of the field. Up they go. Mikey pulls it down. Burke, but it's won by Hill. Is it? Hill's been really good. Hill just pops it across as the ball gone wayward. It's pulled on the ground. It's going to fall into Mulvey or Markey. Markey called it. Mulvey left it. Lovely ball inside looking for Brown. Brown up in front. Can he get it? He can't. But he does bat it down for Mulvey, who goes with the outside of the boot. There's a score for you. That is some strike from the man wearing 18, Mark Mulvey. And he just signals to the crowd, come on, get behind us. And to be fair to Bailieborough, they have never gone away. 6 points down at one stage, looked out the gap at one stage. But they've come back, testament to them, testament to their character. Bet a good Largy College in the Ulster final. So they know what it's like to be hardened. Oisin Smith again, he's been unbelievable in the second half. Picks another ball out of the clouds. The Knockbright man really living up to the bill and into the hands of Noel McIntyre, left it behind him. He's got it the second time as he's been fouled. The referees reluctant to give it, but thankfully for McIntyre, Conor Monaghan picked it up into the hands now of Dara Keegan. Advantage for Bailieborough into the hands of Markey. He's really stood up to the plate. Markey wants the mark, took the mark and gets it. And they've gone short with it across the Hill, but Hill's lost the ball out and the main man has it. Burke has grass in front of him. He's been dragged down, was he? Yes, and I think if this is to the letter of the law, that will be the end of Shane Galligan's day. And I think the referee's saying as much. So with 4 minutes to go, I think Castleblakeney are going to have an extra man just when the comeback was on. And it's yellow. He is a lucky boy, Galligan. How that's not black is beyond me. And the Galway supporters just not one bit happy with that. It looked as black as you'll ever see. But it did enough for the Galway men because Michael Burke has got them to basically halfway. He slowed the game right down with 3.5 minutes to go. And that was a massive giveaway by Bailieborough. Andrew Hill was going forward. If they had got a score there, it was a 1 point game going down the stretch. But the ball given away. And now another yellow card. Thankfully from a Bailieborough point of view, it's not black. That's a serious ball. Well taken inside. And Castleblakeney going really well. Man slips, gets it back out. Everything starting just to fall into play for them. They've men over, they've cards on their side. Burke has ball in hand. He's the one man you'd want with it. Tums gives it out to this near hand side. It's a lovely ball across the face. And now there's a real chance for their left half back. Jack Jordan coasting inside their right half back. Gets the shot off his left foot. And that is gone. It's a free out. It's a free out. Jack Jordan was pushing Niall Keegan, the right half back, as he took the shot. He loves to lean in and push away, and the umpire caught it behind the goal. I could see he wasn't going for the flag, so the referee signalled a free out. We have about 2.5 minutes to go, and 1v2, and the one man couldn't win it. It's won by the centre half back, Killian Fahy from the Padraig Pearce's club. He gave it away to Oisin Smith, man of the match surely in this second half. Smith, from a Bailieborough point of view, was his hand hooked? No, it wasn't, says the referee. It's all scramble in there. It's like a sport going on somewhere else at the moment. It's a bit like rugby. It's messy. It's been dragged in and out of tackles. It's been dragged in. There's a late hit there. No, it was a dive. The referee said get up. There's man inside for Castleblakeney. The right footed shot come in. This will be the icing on the cake, and I'd say that is as good as it. The massive roar from the Galway men tells you all you need to know. And it's Mikey Mulryan, a goal scorer way back in the 12th minute. He's now got a point in the 28th minute. And Mikey Mulryan with a really good score, and that one was massive. It's put 3 between them. Absolutely huge effort from Mulryan. And now the ball from Fry into the middle of the field. Where's it going? Good hands, but it's been won at the second time by Burke. He's laid it off now to Mulryan. Mulryan, there's 4v2 in there, gives it off to his fullback. He wants a shot. Tully lays it off. This goal would wrap it up, hands into the square. This would really be it. It's all over now. And that is surely that. A brilliant finish into the back of the net. So unselfish. And it's Thomas Melody. Six between them, and Melody's goal. You can't really concede 3 goals in an Ireland final and expect to win it. 3-9-12, just as Bailieborough made their comeback, and it's all going the way now of Castleblakeney. It's all going the way of the Connacht men. But they've surrendered the ball just inside their own half, have they? They haven't. Referee has whistle in mouth. What's he given? He's given a free forward. 40 seconds left on my watch, but mine's not relevant. Substitution coming for Bailieborough. And coming into the action here is wearing 20, Colin Hill from Shercock, brother of Andrews, the left half back. And now ball into the middle of the field. It's just one there, the throw up from the referee. And first time ball inside, looking for Mulvey. And he'll do well to hold on to it. He has won it, and he's a runner outside him as Brown if he wants Brown. Mulvey still going. He gives it to Brown. Brown collects it. Was he dragged down? No. He just let it go. Looking for it now. And gives it back outside. Bailieborough will need goals. Nothing else will do. That's a serious tackle. A wonderful interception. And the ball is way out over the 45 line. And the further it is up the field, the further Bailieborough are from winning this All-Ireland Championship. And it's going across the Shannon. And Castleblakeney, the men from Galway, have done the business. Goals from Mikey Mulryan, from Sean Butler and from Thomas Melody have probably ended any chance Bailieborough had of winning this All-Ireland. But about 2.5 minutes to go if we're to believe that there's 4 minutes of additional time. But it looks as if we're done. Bailieborough will hold on to it. They'll push everyone forward, and they'll need to. And it's into the hands now of the centre forward. Out to this near hand side to Riley. So good in the comeback, but the comeback looks to have come up short. Riley just cuts back inside. What can he do? Can he swear it across? He can. And they've men inside if they can use it. Bailieborough, it's won again. The defensive play by Castleblakeney has been sensational. They have been absolutely top class. And for 20 minutes of the second half, they were totally outplayed. But when the chips were down, they were the men to stand up. They were the men to use it. Now Burke wants it all here on his own in the middle of the field if they can switch it. I don't think it will be switched. They've said they'll go backwards. Just being clever, being coy and holding on to it. And it's back into the hands of Burke now into the middle of the field. Holds on to it. Doesn't take it into contact. Pops it out to Jordan, the left half back. He's a man who loves the contact. Gives it inside for Butler. And Butler just pops it all the way back, and they'll hold and hold and hold. Butler wants it again. Looked like he took a wee bit too many steps out of it there, Killian Hughes, but he's got away with it. Releases Butler. Butler, he could swing this with the outside of the left if he wants it. Decides to hop it inside. Gives it a slip, but oh, well done. He did really well to offload it. He's down with cramp now. Killian Hughes, Bailieborough have it. And they've about 2 minutes to work something. Lee Brown has it. Brown, he's definitely been held back. He's played a good advantage, but he's been fouled the second time. And Brown comes away with it. Bailieborough putting boot to ball, but the boot has gone straight down the throat, and they haven't helped themselves under that little bit of pressure. Tackle came in, very similar to the one a few minutes ago, but Mulvey is blown up, and there'll be another substitution coming in here for Castleblakeney. And it's just a matter of running down the clock now. Burke has it. And coming into the action, wearing 17, is Shane Kelly. Kelly just making his cameo. About 60 seconds are there to go. And the man making way, I think it's Jordan, the left half back. In fact, it is Jordan. So 6 between them. 3-9 plays 12. 12 scores apiece. Goals win games. And Mikey Burke, I think that's the first thing he's done wrong all day. He just kicked it for touch. To be fair, he hasn't put it out in a bad place deep in the Bailieborough half of the field. And barring a miracle, I think it's all over. Bailieborough holding on to the ball. They'll need to do something. Good running from McIntyre, the centre half back, at a serious hit, and Burke will get his, or McIntyre will get his advantage. The referee not too worried where it's taken from at this stage. Late stage was Luke Kennedy made the big hit. A ball going down as Castleblakeney have won it again. I say the full backline for Castleblakeney have been absolutely brilliant. Luke Riley fouling, the referee just awarding the free. We've played 34 minutes in this second half. And it's whatever is at the discretion of the referee now. The game well and truly up. A remarkable run for both sides to come through their respective provinces and get to an All-Ireland final, but the road just ran out for Bailieborough today, beaten by a more efficient Galway outfit. And in fact, there goes the full-time whistle. And Castleblakeney from Connacht have been crowned All-Ireland champions on a full-time scoreline of 3-9 to 12 points. Our congratulations to them, commiserations to Bailieborough. It's been an excellent game, excellently officiated from Ian Howley, the Dublin man. But that's it, the Brother Ignatius Cup will go west of the Shannon tonight, and it will rest in Castleblakeney in Galway. Do stay with us for the presentation.
Okay, folks. Testing 1 2. Can you hear that? Testing 1 2. Hello, folks. No, this one here must be interfering. This one interfering. If I hold the two together, you're not hearing it. Testing 1 2. Okay, folks.
That's not heard either, is it?
Before we start, I want to here. Testing 1 2. Okay, folks. I want to just start off by starting off with a couple of thanks. Can I thank Ian Howley and all his team of officials today for the superb job that they did. Can I also thank Derry and all of the team here in Abbottstown. We always seem to get an absolutely fantastic welcome, and when pitches, especially around this February, March time, are always difficult to get, we always seem to have a home that we can always turn to. So to Derry and all of the staff here in Abbottstown, thank you very, very much for your continued welcome. Again, I have to thank the Masita as well for their continued support of all of the post-primary competitions. So it is. So can you please put your hands together for Masita and all of their continued valuable work that they do as well. There has been a lot of sort of talk about new rules, but today, played under the old rules, was still a very, very good game of football. And right up until Bailieborough brought it back to within 2 points, the game could have went either way. So to both teams, absolutely fantastic effort. To all of those staff, I used to say maybe teachers in school, but now it's staff in school, who, whether it's in Gaelic games or in any other form of extracurricular activities, I hope that you continue to give all of your time and effort, and I hope that everybody who dons, whether it be a Bailieborough shirt today or a St. Cuans jumper today, are really, really appreciative of all of that work done in all schools around Ireland in terms of the physical and mental development of our pupils. So can you please put your hands together for all of those staff and whatever job or role that you do. Commiserations to Bailieborough. When you were 6 or 7 points down, maybe a lot of people maybe thought that the game was over, but as I said, you really, really came very, very close in the end. But today is St. Cuans Day, and I'm delighted to hand over the Brother Edmund Rice Cup to Michael Burke, the captain of the St. Cuans team.
Firstly, I'd like to thank the 3 boys that were with us this year, Ger, Seamus and Cahill. Lads, in fairness, you dug deep into every team and we knew well what we were expecting for Bailieborough today, so you had us well ready, so thanks a million to the boys. I'd like to give commiserations to Bailieborough. We knew you were good attacking, the game was well open and you had us on the strings there at times, but fair play to you, you kept it going and it just wasn't your day and I'm sure you'll be back, so fair play. Just the lads, I think you could see it there at the start, we'd wasted so much energy going up in the bus, just so buzzed up, but in fairness, we didn't give up and we kept at it, and fair credit to the lads, they kept at it, so fair play. And finally, just thanks to everyone who came out supporting us. Geez, we could hear at the end. Geez, it felt like being in Crow Park, the noise. But fair play, and thanks a million. Thanks. Back to Max.
Still in play. Chance on here now for Cuans. They've made great ground with the midfielder. It's Michael Burke. Burke will he square and he goes for the cross to face. The goal is tapped in. That's a brilliant start for the Roscommon men. Absolutely late change on the Bailieborough team. They're not Brightman. And a shot eventually coming in from the left half back, Andrew Hill, and that would be an absolute bomb if it goes over. Boot on him. He does hit it the right way, but just got no curl on it at all. It's fallen in the square after he patted down. Chance on Bailieborough and it's over the bar. Good score. Big tackling going in, and the referee, you can just see, said he was slapping the ball. And it's a lovely ball inside, and it's fallen right through. There's a real chance for Cuan to get a second goal of the game. It's a brilliant tackle, but it's eventually rolled in, and it was just really unlucky. Left foot ball, lovely ball inside. There's 2v1 if they can release it. Left footed shot coming in. Is that one going over the bar? It is. It's a good little chin. Gallagher, if he wants him, he gives it to Gallagher. Hill continues to run, but he's got two runners in front of him, and Gallagher decides to go for his own point. And Gallagher gets himself forward here for Ryan. Gives it inside. Chance for the shots on the back. Not the time. It's very unlucky not to get it. That's a brilliant hit. Falling through. He pops it inside. It's nearly touching the ground, but there's really well back to back. The captain, Burke pops it back. There's a real chance here for Castleblakeney just to get a goal. And Pamela at the back stick. It's another goal. Absolutely brilliant piece of play from off the bar. Pop back down with a chance here. Still with the ball. Cuans man inside if he wants it. Takes the shot. This one, a real sucker punch. Havoc inside. He's diving someone to his left. He can shoot with the right. This is some score, and you can hear the roar. That's it there. That's it. That's his fifth point. He's in full lose. He's full. So where's this one go? If this goes over, we'll have some grandstand finish. That is a brilliant score in the 24th minute. Left a lovely ball inside for Brian. Brian up in front. Can he get it? He can't. But he does bat it down for one. He goes at the outside of that boot. There's a score for you. Hit there. No, it was a dive. The referee set it up. There's man inside for Castleblakeney. The right footed shot coming in. This will be the icing on the cake. And I'd say that is Mulryan. Mulryan. There's 4v2 in there. Gives it off to his fullback. He wants a shot. Tully lays it off. This goal would wrap it up. Hands it in the square. This would really be it. It's all over now. And that is surely that. The referee now. Again, well and truly up. It's a remarkable run for both the road. Just ran out for Bailieborough today, beaten by a more efficient Galway outfit. In fact, there goes the full-time whistle. And Castleblakeney from Connacht have been crowned All-Ireland champions on a full-time scoreline of 3-9.
Okay, I'm here with Ger from the victorious St. Cuans Castleblakeney team. You're about to be absolutely delighted with the performance from your lads today.
Oh, we're ecstatic now. It's brilliant. Like, it's great to get over the line. Like, you know, we put in such work, but I mean, everyone does. And sport sometimes isn't always the, you know, anything could happen on a day. Like Bailieborough would put in the same effort we did, but I'm just delighted for my team that they got what they deserve, which I think they did. But you know, it doesn't always go that way. But it's brilliant to get over the line.
And it was a very good game of football, played in the right kind of spirit and fashion, and right to the death. It was, certainly Bailieborough made his work for it at the end.
Oh yeah, like the old cliche, goals win games. We got them at the beginning, we got them at the end. But it was tit for tat the whole time. Like, it was a great game, great, lovely pitch, lovely conditions, big, massive open pitch. So it's great for open style football. But look, we were battling right to the end. It looked like we were gone there with 5 minutes to go, out on our feet. But the lads revived again and got dug deep, and we got a goal near the end again to just put us a bit at ease, So.
And at all of our Masita post-primary school championship games, we've had great atmospheres, and you get the atmosphere from the crowd towards the end probably really helped spur the lads on when they were kind of under pressure a wee bit, and then broke up in the second half again to get the last couple of scores.
Oh yeah, sure. Even over at the line there, I was trying to get some instructions onto the pitch. I couldn't get it because it was so loud. As Michael said there, it was nearly like you were in Croke Park, the noise of the level. But that was from both supporters, so fair play to them. They came out in massive numbers today to support two great teams.
And what will this mean for the lads and the whole school community, I suppose, and the clubs involved with it? Everybody here, you can see the scenes, everybody's delighted.
Like, you can't put it into words. We're a small school, we're a small area, but everyone knows everyone, do you know what I mean? So, like, everyone that couldn't be here is watching it, has been streamed. The amount of wishes they're getting from every part of the world, even, not just Ireland. But I mean, in a small community like that, it'll be absolutely brilliant. The next few days at home is going to be absolutely brilliant. So we're only dying now to get down the road.
Okay, enjoy the celebrations and well done.
Thanks very much, Q. Thanks. Lovely. Thanks very much.
All right, 100%. All right. Good.